Will the housing market crash 2022? There is a major crisis potentially forming right now, deep under the headlines about gas prices, inflation, and war. The already outrageous home prices during 2021 in America are just getting worse. Oil prices are at its highest. Inflation and unemployment are also at a peak, and a diesel shortage may be coming. Similarly, when it comes to purchasing a house, things have gotten pretty different, even though interest rates are at their lowest in history. Predictions concerning the property market are roughly as accurate as weather reports. No one can say for sure what will happen. To learn more about the housing market condition, keep watching the video. When it comes to the housing market, a prediction can only offer you an idea of what to anticipate if you decide to purchase or sell a home in the near future. You should not let it influence your home decisions, only your circumstances and resources should. Then, let's see how the market is faring in light of all of this. In September, October and November of 2021, house sales increased. In December though, sales were down somewhat from the previous year, but they were still higher than they were in 2013. Due to the lack of available inventory and the strong demand, buyers are still preparing to get into the market. In 2021, the typical cost of a house will be slightly over $347,000, which is more than $50,000 more expensive than in 2020. And in certain months, the median price of property rose much more. In December, the median house price was $355,000, indicating that we should expect even higher prices in the years ahead. Keep in mind as well that interest rates impact your mortgage's total cost. For a 15-year fixed rate mortgage, the interest rate was as low as 2.15% to 2.39%. For a 30-year fixed rate mortgage, the interest rate was between 2.74% to 3.10%. On the other hand, mortgage rates have already begun to rise in 2022. Mortgage rates are affected by the economy and inflation, just like everything else. The Federal Reserve has also revealed intentions to boost interest rates this year in an attempt to restrain inflation. While this particular step will have no immediate effect on mortgage rates, the Fed's new policy will almost certainly lead to higher rates for all borrowers. That's a bummer since approximately 6,700,000 future home buyers will have to spend more in the long run. You should remember that these figures are subject to change when professionals analyse new data. In 2022, house sales are anticipated to remain stable. Interest rates will likely climb, and home prices will continue to rise. Will a housing market crash occur in the United States? Two key considerations make it unlikely that the housing market would implode. According to Andy Kaufman, Chief Investment Officer and Community Capital Management, in an email to The Street, due to historically low interest rates, even if they rise a few percentage points, and substantial wage inflation, first-time homebuyers and purchasers wanting to upgrade would be keen to jump in if prices started dropping. When asked by The Street whether the US home market will implode, numerous industry professionals repeated this sentiment. Even if the market doesn't fall, it doesn't imply prices will continue to rise indefinitely. According to Niagara University economist Ten-Pao Lee, who spoke to The Street. According to Lee, there are significant differences between now and the Great Recession of 2008 to 2009, which saw a 40% drop in the housing market. How long it will take houses to fly off the market? You know what? In the year 2020, houses used to be on the market for around 21 days, but now it's getting faster as houses sell in 19 days. That's good news for the people who prefer to sell their houses as soon as possible. On the other hand, buyers need to be attentive to the deals, so they shouldn't miss the profitable deals. When you find the budget-friendly deal, snatch it ASAP rather than dragging it out. Because if you take a long time to finalise it, you can miss it out. That's why it's important to know what exactly you want in your home and your budget before finding the ideal home for you. No doubt every market is different, it varies from state to state. Should you buy a house in the year 2022? There is no doubt that the year 2022 can be perfect for purchasing and owning a house. It all depends on whether you are ready or not. The housing market definitely matters, but whether you are ready or not is a more important factor. When you decide to buy a house, all that matters is your finances. Don't even give attention to housing market activities. All you have to do is meet some conditions. For instance, you should consider being debt-free and having enough savings to cover the down payment. Honestly, you should at least have savings that you can easily use to cover 3 to 6 months of expenses. Around 25% will be house payments that you will have to pay monthly, and the down payment will be around 10 to 20%, but preferably 20% to avoid the private mortgage insurance. To buy a house, these conditions are a must. It's of no use if the market is in your favour. If you don't fulfill the requirements, then you should reconsider. If you have financial crisis, or not in a good financial condition, it may not be a good time to invest in a house. First, start saving, become financially stable, then buy a house and live your dreams. What does it all mean for house purchasers? You need to level up the game if you think you're making your dream a reality. There are more buyers as compared to sellers existing in this market right now. Buying a house entails high marketing prices, bidding wars, and competition. There is definitely an inventory problem, undoubtedly. Last fall, this house inventory issue increased, which also raised the 7-month supply. By the end of the year, the inventory tanked to approximately a 1.8-month supply. On the other hand, home sellers are confident about their good business, but sellers also have to face high rates, government tariffs, and shortage of supplies. So in short, it's not going to be easy to build enough houses for sale. If it's not easy for sellers to sell their houses, it will be crazy difficult for buyers to purchase a house. Why is it relatable to the 2008 housing market? Certified financial planner Julian Morris explains why the present scenario is substantially different from 2008, even though 2022 seems to have many similarities to that year. It is clear that this market is not driven by scarcity as it was in 2008. More and more young families are relocating to the suburbs from the city. No crisis is coming unless there is a surplus of more homes, which there is not. He stated, adjustable rate mortgages and excessive borrowing contributed to the financial crisis of 2008. They defaulted, resulting in an oversupply. There's something different about this time. In the year 2008, getting a mortgage from the bank was super easy. People with average to good salaries started getting loans from the bank without verification of their jobs or assets, and gradually, credit standards became low. There's also been a tightening of Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac's lending criteria, which helps avoid bad loans from overtaking the system. According to Melissa Pernile of the Pernile Premier Realty Group, ultimately, it is unlikely that the housing market will implode. Thanks for watching till the end. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel, as we will keep on uploading more videos which can in turn help to educate you more about your finances. And also, don't forget to hit the bell icon so you get updated when a new video comes.